it appears they weathered. You couldn't write a script. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to...
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to get it on, this is when it gets stupid.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings. So here we go. Should be a good one. And he misses with that jab. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Caution being thrown to the wind. Punch, counter punch. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
They score with that left hand. Left counter scores. Still swinging with nothing left. And he just missed with that left jab. Good counter punching for both these athletes. Beautiful counter punch. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
The perfect counter lands. Good left counter that lands. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jones Jr. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
There's the bell for round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter left hand there. He threw the hook, didn't land. That punch landed. He just misses with that jab. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Card, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light, concentrate.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he fails to score with that left hook. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Counter right. Nice exchange here from both men. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Jones Jr. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch. That left counter was perfectly timed. He just misses with that big right hand. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. Yes, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Left counter punch will score. And wait a minute, a left hand lands. Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go. And it appears they weathered. He couldn't write a script. I don't believe it. One of the all-time greats, Robinson, goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's talk about Jones Jr. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown. On to the fourth we go. Lands with the right counter. Quick punch scores. He gets out of the way of that left hand. Catch and shoot. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. He missed with that jab.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
You have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
What is this? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. They exchange punches. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making.
Bambi legs are kicking it.
Let's talk about Jones Jr. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Yo.
And there's the bell for round 5.
I know you got a mic, bro.
Perfect counter shot. He misses with that jab. Missing with the hook. Nice counter. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
There's a counter shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Jones Jr. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to... Here we go in the 6th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
He misses with that jab. Oh, that punch. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Nice counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. He got out of the way of that right hook. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. They miss with the jab. And a counter left. You can see his legs have given out a little bit. He's got to start firing back. Let's talk about Jones Jr. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Okay, I'm happy. Like that round. Good work. You're thinking. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense and remember what you do.
Here we go, it's round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around? Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a